Good morning, Twitch.tv. Good morning to YouTube as well. And, of course, good morning, many Motorways. Let's go to Wellington for today's daily challenge. We will begin with one roundabout, and that's all we get. We'll move very slowly through what promises to be a great many tunnels. Samurai Sam was here first, dropped a crab rave on us. Says, without the countdown timer, he cannot precisely crash the intro anymore. That's true. However, while not being beholden to the countdown timer, I can just hit the effing button and go whenever I effing please, which I don't know why I decided we're not saying the word fucking today. Fucking. Cat, are you puking on the fucking rug? Cat might or might not be puking on the living room fucking rug. That would be fine. As opposed to, you know, the living room sitting rug or the living room watching television rug. She's puking on the living room fucking rug. Well, that's going to put a damper on all the fucking I do in my living room. Oh, God. It'll be fun. It'll be fun. We got us a big blue circle. It's right here. Ow. Oh, my neck. I has a crick in it. As like a fancy man's backyard. I'll take a couple traffic lights here. We'll redirect these yellow. Ooh, actually, given the positions of the entrance to this yellow business, and yeah, we're basically gonna have to draw a tunnel here for the Reds, which is unfortunate. The Patriots are playing at the worst of the four possible times for Samurai Sam. Makes me realize, oh hey, the divisional round of the playoffs is next week. I don't even know what the four times are. I mean, I think I saw that there's another Monday night playoff game next week. That would be weird. I mean, you know, Monday Night Football, ESPN, and understand. There is not. Okay, so there's two on Saturday, two on Sunday. Presumably this means there's... I give up, Sam. Tell me when the Patriots are playing. Could be annoying for me, personally. Let's see here. Got to deal with this 3 o'clock on Sunday. That's annoying. That makes it quite difficult to schedule, frankly, anything for Sunday. Hey, Sam, you want to play Magic on Saturday? Well, Sam, what are you doing on Saturday? This is what the show is now. We're just making personal friends for recreation. Personal plans for recreation with friends. Sam, you want to play Magic on Saturday? I'm not really doing anything Saturday, and apparently on Sunday I'm watching the Patriots because they start playing at 3. The fuck is the other game? Is it another Sunday night game? 3 o'clock Sunday afternoon? That's awful. That's awful. Yeah, let's play Magic. 2 o'clock Saturday afternoon at somebody's place, assuming other people can make it. I'll take a break. This is what we do now. We just make plans. Okay. What are we going to do about this business? I was sort of planning that we would tunnel these yellows up here, and I guess ultimately we will. For now, though, we're going to have to share a tunnel, which is unfortunate, but hey. You will come here. Let's do it out this way. Boom. And then having done that, we can do this, and I do that to create this, which is a perfectly cromulent traffic light. So we toss these two yellows on this road. Ooh, and now there are greens. Ugly. All right. Well, I don't have anything even approaching a tunnel, so use twos shall go after here. Good afternoon, Sun Flares Space. Sunny, we're playing Magic at somebody's place Saturday afternoon. You want it? Okay, I'll stop. I have to cough. Hold on. Oh, God. My entire self hurts. That's a slight exaggeration, but only slight. I'm trying to think of something that doesn't hurt right now. The right side of my head doesn't hurt. There you go. Yeah, that's about it. The right side of my head, and I guess my right knee feels okay. Yeah, okay. Right side of the Goog is generally doing pretty well. It's a mirror for America. Everything's falling apart and we'll die together eventually, but for the moment, the right side's doing just fine. Let's take a motorway, not think too hard about our horrible metaphor. And what are we going to do about this thing? We do have these 3 light blue houses, which have spawned on this light blue road. I think what we're going to do is just draw a road for them. We'll go up this way like so. Eventually, in the fullness of time, we may wish to separate these or tunnel these greens or something, but for right now, this will be just fine. This yellow can spawn here. I keep, wanting to put it on this road, but I know that I can't put it here in a nice, neat way, so there really isn't. You've never played, we're happy to teach, and you don't want to give the United States government your biometric data and internet browsing history. That is fair. That's more understandable. I get it. Yeah, it's a bit of an impediment, actually. It's a totally reasonable one, but it's a bit more of a hurdle than. Well, you see, Sam, the United States government is run by totalitarian xenophobic fascists, and they collect that from everyone trying to enter the country. So, yeah. Also, if they don't like the look of you, they just throw you in a room and no one ever sees you again. And that's bad. That's generally not great, but, it's not the best thing. We'll figure it out at some point. Maybe. Anyway, let's see here. I did just pick up a tunnel, which means I could theoretically separate these reds and yellows, which honestly sounds like a really good idea. Let's do that. These reds go up here. This yellow shall no longer be useful here, but we'll deal with it. You come up that way. We do that. So now these 2 yellows serve that business. These 2 reds serve this red business. You come up here, swing like that. Means we can save a road tile, cut this corner. You come here. Also, you work until 9 o'clock p.m. on Saturday evening, which, okay. All right, fine. One day, maybe. Probably not, because, listen, there are infinite millions of things that a person can do with their time. Let's see here. So these 4 light blues are, well, I do have a motorway, and yeah, getting over all of this nonsense, I think that's a good use of the motorway. We'll draw motorway number 1. We'll swing these 3 dark blues way the hell up over all of this crap. Look at all of this crap. I imagine the dark blues on this highway just looking down being like, man, I'm glad I don't live down there. Look at all the crap they have to get through to get to their shit. This blue guy right here, look at that blue guy. He's got to go through an entire green neighborhood and then turn and drive a mile up the road just to get to work. It's a bad life for a blue guy. It's what the Avatar movies are about, right? How it's a bad life for a blue guy. I don't know, man. It's a bad life for a blue guy is the title of the episode. And, come to think of it, another commentary on the state of American politics. Oh, God. Oh, everybody flip the surely single-digit number on your "it has been days since the _Goog semi-obliquely referenced the horrors" sign. Yeah, flip that back over to 0. They're never going to print a tens column on that sign ever again, are they? That's unfortunate. We've got this yellow here. How best to serve this yellow here? That's a good question. I think the best way to serve this yellow here is with these yellow houses. We just take these 3, replace this tunnel with one going over that way. Yeah, I think just getting this going in this way is a good idea no matter what I wind up doing. I might wind up motorwaying most of the way over to here, but don't have to worry about that right now. Let's get a yellow coming back out of here. Pull back this tunnel. Oh, hi. Hello. You're basically fine. We're going to have the two of... Oop. We're going to have... Goog. Draw the road straight, Goog. There you go. Good job. Okay. So now these... 1, 2... Actually, yeah. Just do that. You come straight through here. So the 4 of these now serve this house, which is fine and dandy. This business over here is presently overfucked, which, not ideal. Gonna be honest. Is there anything I can do in order to help that? I think the answer is no, honestly. I think the thing we're gonna have to do is just kind of bullshit something right here. We're just going to kind of bullshit something right here. By which I mean, we're going to take, no, put that in the worst place. There we go. You go in through the north, and you go in through the northwest, right? Pay no attention to this intersection. It's just going to be awful. So we have a roundabout here. That unites the yellows and this yellow to this road. They go through the blue neighborhood, unfortunate but needs to be done. Then they come down over this way and they run into another problem, which is that I've drawn these greens right here. Well, let's undo that. Let's just kind of rectify and pacify and liminify. Okay. You go over that way, you come out to here, and then break off right here via PCTL. PCTL goes that way. Thing comes down here. Realize I bulldozed that tree for no reason. Sorry about that tree. And this yellow business is right here. Samurai Sam has redeemed the Goog's top 3 and would like to know the Goog's top 3 Balatro decks. I've been getting back into Balatro recently. Basically, the way I played Balatro is after I discovered it, I played the fuck out of it. And I decided that I would set a goal for myself of, did I slow this thing down at any point? Yeah, it's fine. Hi there. This yellow business, we're going to peel you 2 yellows off of here. You'll be just fine. Here, give me a motorway. I basically said, I'm going to beat Gold Stake with every deck. And I took a couple months of my life and I dedicated damn near all of my recreational gaming to it. And I finally did that. And then I didn't touch Balatro for an age and a half. A very long time passed before the next time I touched Balatro after I beat it. After I finally beat Gold Stake with, what was the last deck that I beat Gold Stake with? I think it was maybe the Erratic deck? I don't remember. It was something. Or the black... Oh, yeah. It was black deck. Because black deck's the one that gives you an extra joker at the cost of a hand. Which sounds great to the beginning player. And then the experienced player goes, oh, no. Oh, no. And it turns out that beating Gold Stake on black deck is very hard. So, anyway. Let's toss a couple more things into the roundabout here, because after all, we have all the spare road tiles in the universe, right? We're going to put these this blue right here also into the roundabout. We'll put this green into the roundabout. These greens over here had previously been part of this road. They will now instead just kind of loop over this way, and it'll be fine. But just, you know, kind of on a semi-lark here. Actually, hold on. I should probably continue focusing on mini motorways for a moment, because this red circle's getting Aw, Sunny has a lap cat. Duh. You go that way. What are we going to do about this red circle? Because, like, it only has 2 houses right now, and one of those houses is caught up in a nightmare. There's a real bad nightmare going on down there, actually. So we probably ought to do something about it, maybe? All right. Let's get dangerous. Darkwing Duck up in this biatch. No? Please God, no, actually. Let's... Aww. Miss Meeperton is a wonderful nickname for a kitty cat. Let's take motorway number 2, slide it down this way. I could just park it right here and have its off-ramp be at the S end of this business, but instead we'll feed it into the RATWIKE. That way everything chokes and dies that much faster. See? That's smart. How everything chokes and dies that much faster. I may have thought poorly about things, actually. We'll take a tunnel. We have... Ooh, well, okay. These light blues here are not complicated. They're pretty straightforward, actually. We do that. We do exactly that. And then for this yellow, we do that like so. Now for this dark blue, this is where we start having problems. This is where bad times come to join the fray. And who tenany. This beige can, nope, pop up that away, join that road. That's okay. Now this dark blue. I could...
I've got some bad news.
Willie Fortin came in with the follow. Thank you, Willie Fortin. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Good morning. Thank you for being here. Speaking of cats, Samurai Sam really has to take care to top off the cat's food supply of the night, or she will run out and wake you up, which we don't know anything about a meowing cat first thing in the morning who's used to being fed, do we? Nora. She's off pooping in a box somewhere. All right. While I'm stalling, let's put this light blue on this road going over here. And now, God, I don't think I have a better answer for this business than what I'm about to do, which is a real damn shame, actually. All right, so we're going to just kind of smash these 3 dark blues into this road. We're just going to kind of bash its face in here. And having thusly face bashed it, we can... I'm also going to peel these greens off the main drag, have them spawn on the side avenues. So these dark blues get smashed into the road. They come here into the roundabout, right? And then they come down over here. And that allows them to just kind of bulldoze through this rock situation via tunnel. And I find that I am 2 road tiles short of doing the thing that I want to do. Borrow a couple road tiles from up here. Hey, yellows, I owe you 2 road tiles. All right, you point that away. This roundabout here is just the best roundabout. It's the best and healthiest roundabout, and everyone loves it and says that it's great. That's why it passes all of its roundabout stress tests that, you know, normal healthy roundabouts have to go through all the time. Yep, that's what we're going with. Roundabout stress tests. So I beat Gold Stake, and I didn't touch Balatro for months, but recently just because I've gotten back into it, and it's a very good and very fun game. The 2 decks that I've been going back and forth with are going to be my 1 and 2, but I need to think of my number 3. What else is there? There's blue deck, which gives you an extra hand. That's very good. Red deck gives you an extra discard. Okay, I've got it. First of all, we'll be taking a motorway. Having taken that motorway, do I want to reconsider any placements or nothing? Is there something better than what I'm presently doing that I can do with any of the things? Certainly. There, undoubtedly is a better scenario for oh, just everything, then what I didn't mean to cancel draw that. No. Undo that just like that. Thank you. God. We'll even put an extra red house on it, which is what I was trying to do. I did want to do this. Just, extend that road out that way, get another red involved, save this business, all the better. Okay. All right. You point that way. So my number 3 deck is the Abandoned deck. Abandoned deck is a neat little deck. On its face, it sounds like a terrible deck. But the gimmick with the Abandoned deck is there are no face cards. You start with, you've got your aces, and then you've got your numbers up through 10, and then beyond that, fuck you, buddy. We have no royalty here. This is a deck of playing cards of the proletariat, sort of, apparently. The proletariat seizes the means of card deduction, but as Sam correctly notes, some jokers work very well with the Abandoned deck. By condensing the number of cards, you make it a lot easier to generate straights, which feeds into, the runner. The runner is a joker that gives progressively more and more chips every time you play a straight. There are decks, there are jokers that are just like, if this is a straight, you get a bunch of stuff. If this is a straight, we bake you a cake. If you play a straight, you get to marry a pretty person. All sorts of good things happen to you if you play a straight. So if you play straights, you the Abandoned deck. It's a good deck. We got a problem. And the problem is this dark blue business over here. This dark blue business over here is mad for, reasons. Good, fine, solid reasons that are understandable and intuitive and make sense, and we don't really have to explain. Specifically, the big long tunnel and the fuckloaded dude and I understand that, you just died. There was no saving it, you just died. 888 commuters over 60 days. That's bad. That's a bad score. I did not do well. I did, in fact, do bad. Top 50%. I'm just going to hit the Samurai Slam before I even look at the thing. We're not even going to bother. Well, we are going to look at the thing, but first, we're going to hit the Samurai Slam. And then, we're going to say that we barely got half of... Yeah, okay. Yeah, it's fine. Some for a space, you have Samurai Slams. You were a recipient of a gifted subscription as part of the subathon. You can insert your own damn Samurai Slams. Sunflare Space? Yeah. Yeah. And again, I'll say yeah. Thank you. Now then, let's bring in our very good friend, the Wordle. Hello, the Wordle. I like the Abandoned deck. I similarly like the Checkered deck. The reason Checkered deck doesn't make my top 3 is it just feels a little too cheaty. Like, Abandoned deck is a good, interesting challenge. Checkered deck just feels like easy mode. Checkered deck is tiny baby, listen friend, are you having trouble beating the blue deck? Do you need a very easy deck? Do you just want to play heart flushes all goddamn day? And listen, sometimes all you want to do is play heart flushes all goddamn day. And you get your Bloodstone, and you get your Socket Buskin, or you get your hack or whatever, and you just play Checkered deck, and you play heart flushes all goddamn day. And that's fine. There's a place for that in the world. If I'm gonna play play flushes all goddamn day build, I'm gonna take advantage of wild cards and Ancient Joker. Maybe I'm just built different. I kind of do love a wild card Ancient Joker build. It's basically the only way wild cards are at all good. Well, for making flushes. The Wordle today is flush. Obviously, it's not, but it could have been. Checkered deck does not make my top 3 just because it feels a little bit too cheaty. Abandoned deck is in my number 3. My number 2 favorite deck is the Plasma deck. Plasma deck has a neat little gimmick where instead of just being like, oh, you add up your chips and then you multiply that number by your mult and then you get your score. That's all well and good. Plasma deck changes things up. It's like you add up your chips, and then you look at your chips, you look at your malt, you find the midpoint of those two numbers, and then you multiply that. So if you have, I'm just going to ballpark some numbers here, if you have 100 chips and 20 malt, you look at 120, you find the midpoint of 120, which is 60, and then you say 60 times 60, your score is 3,600. So instead of scoring 2,000, you get 3,600. That's cool. Let's look at this. The Wordle today, it can't be rough because there's no G, or there's no H rather, and we already know that the U is not the third letter. So, it cannot be usual for several reasons, actually. The Wordle today is tummy. It's probably, no, it's not. But it could have been. It could have been. The Wordle today is jumbo. The Wordle today is wumbo? I wumbo? You wumbo? He, she, me? Wumbo? So the Wordle today is, it's gotta be Dumbo, right? Okay. The Wordle today is a Disney elephant. Yep. It's gumbo? Is similar dish to jambalaya? Okay. All right. We got there. That's what matters. I like the plasma deck. It's fun. It really incentivizes with most Balatro decks, you want to prioritize building your malt immediately. It's, you do need a little bit of chips, but, even if you get a good additive malt joker early on, you can just kind of focus on pick a hand to play and build that hand through the use of planets. And by getting a few planets, you get enough chips to where you're just fine if you get the malt. With Plasma Deck, you can beat Plasma Deck just by focusing on chips. And there are plenty of jokers that are especially early game Plasma Deck, you can just fly through with, I think it's literally called Blue Joker. There's a joker that gives you X times 2 chips, where X is the number of cards left in your deck. So you just do that. Yeah, there are so many jokers that add chips, and you can beat a Plasma Deck run on just chips if you get enough chips. So gets harder on higher stakes with jokers like Castle. I like Castle a lot more than I should. Castle is not actually a very good joker, but I like it a lot, so I play it a lot, and I lose runs with it a lot because you only get 2 discards on gold stake, and yeah, that's tricky. So, let's play Time Guesser. We are somewhere in the Middle East, given the headgear and the usage of swords in Arabic on what appears to be a pharmacy sign, given that it says pharmacy. Can we figure out exactly where? Probably not. This person is selling Malouche, or perhaps lives in Malouche, or might just be named Malouche, which doesn't actually help. Same with Adecco, that I think is a company or something. I don't know, man. We got a shooty, windy video camera here, possibly just a handheld film camera. I wonder if I'm supposed to know who these people are. I wonder if perhaps you're famous people shooting a thing, but no, I think maybe you're just photojournalists investigating a thing, which, maybe I'm supposed to know who this guy is. Or this guy. Let's say we are in, I don't know, man. We are in literal, actual Palestine in 1967. as seems conceivable. We zoom, and we realize that we've forgotten where Israel is, so we herk, and then we go, aha, and then we zoom in this way, and we are in, man, I don't know, we're in Jerusalem? Could that be? No, that doesn't feel like, it doesn't really feel like Jerusalem, actually. It feels a little bit more just a skosh easty. Maybe we're in Baghdad. We could be in Baghdad. We could be in Tehran. Well, I mean, okay. For a stupid person, if we could be in Tehran, and we could be in Jerusalem, and we could be in Baghdad, and we could also be in, like, Constantinople or something, we should probably just assume we're in Baghdad and kind of guess at it, because it's geographically central. So we are in Baghdad, Iraq in 1967. We are in Amman, which is over that way. Oh, does Sackboy have a Baghdad? Oh, and it's 1958. Okay, fine. My favorite deck, and listen, this is not the best deck. The best deck, if you're looking to win, is either checkered deck or plasma deck. My favorite deck is the Ghost deck. The Ghost deck is the one that has spectral cards just available for purchase in the shop, and you start with a Hex. And Hex is a lovely little joker that basically says, it's not a joker, it's a card. But what it does is it applies the polychrome modifier to one of your jokers and nukes the rest of your jokers from orbit. So if you start the run with one of those, you just need to make sure that your first joker is a good joker. And sometimes that doesn't happen. Like sometimes you wind up with a Gross Michael or something, and you're like, well, I could polychrome this. Or you get a riffraff, you know that joker what spawns jokers, and then it's like, I'm just never using this Hex, am I? And sometimes you just never use that Hex. But hey, $2 free, possibly $3. I think the Hex sells for $3. But if you get like oh man, I am a sucker. I am an absolute sucker for a polychrome green joker. Polychrome green joker is my shit. I lose a lot of runs trying to play a polychrome green joker. But anyway, so you should all vote for Rhodamatan on from the 18th to the 24th of November. They have week-long voting here in Goatborgs. Life is like a hurricane here in Goatborgs. Sonny thinks this location should be easy enough, which, well, hold on. Let's apply what we know. It looks like it might be German, but it has an umlaut, so it could also be... It could still be German, but it's probably not. It's probably like a Scandinavian. You don't even understand how it could possibly be good. High card builds. High card builds. High card builds, paired builds, builds that don't rely on what your hand is. You just want some, the early multiplicative. You just need some early mult. But the answer is high card builds. Yeah, not like Baron builds or nothing, because good God, Baron builds go so much harder than the green deck than the green Joker builds can go. But yeah, just get yourself like a green Joker and a Constellation, or here's what you do. You get yourself a green Joker and a Certificate and a Hologram and a Constellation. And you win the run because you've got a Certificate and a Hologram, but you feel like the green Joker is doing something. That's what you do. That's what you fucking do. Oh, God. So anyway, Tom Holland, but older. That guy who played... that guy who was a recurring character, including playing the author on Once Upon a Time and Harvey's nemesis on Suits, and I think he was in the movie 8 Men Out, and he features prominently in the video game L.A. Noire. You know that guy? That guy. Evil Kurtwood Smith and a fella I don't recognize all think you should vote for Rotomatan here in what I'm going to assume is something in Sweden? That seems... Because it looks like German, but it's got umlauts, so it's Swedish. That's how this works, right? That's language for you. I don't think that's actually language for you, but That's Language for You is one of the titles of the episode, actually. So we've got that going for us. Okay. We are definitely not in Stockholm, Sweden, but fuck it, let's go with it. We are in Stockholm, Sweden in... Did I place a pin in water? No, I did not. Good. We are in Stockholm, Sweden in 1970? Sure. Seems possible. It was 1968, and actually that was Gothenburg, which, okay, I understand. Gothenburg. It makes sense now. Oh well. Next. We should say Tashi Delik to the royal couple. Tashi Delik, royal couple. Why are we saying Tashi Delik to the royal couple? Also related, what does Tashi Delik mean? I don't know, but we say Tashi Delik to the royal couple. We say Trombone Dalek to friend of the channel. Trombone Dalek? That sounds right. Sounds vaguely similar. Yeah, it does. How about that? All right. So we got some folk who rule over a thing. Now that thing specifically kind of looks like the Forbidden City in China, but I can't help but notice how very much in English this sign is. So interesting. We got a Jagdish Saloon in Quanzhong Complex, shop number 127. Oh, this is Tim Phui, Bhutan. Okay, I think I have an idea as to where we are. Göteborg is weirdly pronounced Göteborg. Sorry. Nope. Hold on. I'm going to say that with a straight face and not like a stupid, uncultured American making fun of the way foreign people say words. Göteborg. Okay. Goog will now draw a circle that he believes encompasses Bhutan. I mean, Bhutan's like right next to oh god, the country that has Mount Everest in it, the name of which is escaping me. Yemen. It's like here, right? This is a small circle. I've drawn much bigger circles than this. Okay. It's like yeah, it's in this part of the world, right? Yeah. Oh, Nepal, Yemen, they're the same. Don't say that, Goog. They're very much not the same thing. Nepal. But yeah, I know where Bhutan is, reasonably, relatively. Now, can we find Tim Phui? I have no idea. We're just going to kind of slowly zoom in and kind of... Oh, okay, so that's just a wide right side of the U. I gotcha. All right, so we're like here. We're just all zoomy about stuff. There's not much going on here, Tim Phu. You don't have a lot of... All right, fine. So we're right there. Now, as to the when of this, wonderful question. I don't know, man. We've got some folks. They're doing stuff. This guy's got a weird hand box situation going on. Y'all are holding what appear to be fancy chopsticks, or perhaps flags. They could just be flags. I don't see any phones, but it doesn't look like a wait, I do see phone. Okay, so that doesn't look like the world's most modernist phone. So this isn't like right now, and it's definitely not pandemic times. So we are right there on that dot in, say, 2018. That seems reasonable. We were, in fact, basically right there on that dot in 2011. I'll take it. Next, we got some folk working in an office, calling a thing. All right. What does your badge say, my guy? KDM. Not helpful. Probably not helpful. Up here. Oh, okay, so this is Kuala Lumpur. There's something Kuala Lumpur. These are crude oil futures. Oh, okay. So this is like some sort of market stock exchange type deal. Oh, look, an exchange official. Okay. So, yeah. So this is KZK, Kuala Lumpur. Where the fuck is Kuala Lumpur? That's a good question, actually. I don't suppose we can get the... Yeah, no, that was ambitious. Can we... Nope. Interesting. All right. Well... Balderdash. What about... V6... Not helpful. None of this is helpful. Okay. Let's see. Yup. Goog will now draw a circle which hopefully encompasses Kuala Lumpur. Oh, Malaysia. Thank you, Peter S. That's just blatant outright cheating, and I'll take it. All right, so yeah, Malaysia's somewhere around here. Specifically. Yeah, there's Malaysia. And there's Kuala Lumpur. Hey, how about that? So we are at a Malaysian stock exchange of some kind, which we're going to say is right there. In 1988? Yeah, sure. We're at a Malaysian stock exchange in Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia in 1988. Oh, it was 1996. Okay. As a thing to know. Hold on. Well, I think we might have an idea as to the when of this. Now, we have been burned in the past by the Detroit Photographic Company by saying that they took their pictures in Detroit, and that turned out not to be the case. So we're going to be a little bit careful. Also, we got an elevated train here, and listen, I'm familiar with things. This is Shoppers on 6th Avenue. Oh. See, I was building to this being Chicago on account of the elevated train. No, I think we just kind of have all of the things that we need. And once again, it never fails. It literally never fails. You cannot prove that it has ever failed. We are in New York. And when we say New York, we mean Manhattan. This is 6th Avenue, which is in New York, which is on Manhattan. Let's see here. Where are our avenues? This is Broadway. The fuck did the avenues go? Hold on. Am I stupid? Well, yes, but where are they? Oh, there we go. There's 7th Avenue. And that then would mean, logically, that this is, okay. So we are somewhere on this road. Where? Wonderful question. This is the Siegel Cooper Company. Doesn't help overly much. I don't suppose we can pick out a street sign here. Can we pick out that we're like 6th and Broad or something? No, that might be a little bit ambitious. Oh, never mind. We're at the corner of 6th Avenue and 19th Street. So we are literally right here. The photo is taken... Actually, hold on. We can do better. We're looking... Now, sadly, the train is gone, but... Okay, so the photo is looking at the corner of 6th and 19th, which means it would be like there-ish? Yeah, sure. We are basically there-ish. The corner of 6th Avenue and 19th Street in 19-17. We were on the other side of the street, but yeah. Thank you. The informative clues in the photograph not making me investigate the photograph itself. 10,000 points on the final picture, putting us up to 40,873. Drop those really rehabilitative GGs in the chat. Sam dropped in the Discord server that his score was, as I go back over to our GameStation channel, it was 39,591. Thank you for the cheating. I shall take my victory. Yay! Listen to my victory accordion. The accordion stopped just as I threw to the accordion. God! Stupid, unpredictable music bed. All right, fine. For today's Immaculate Grid, we need Cardinals, Pirates, Brewers, Atlantans, dudes what had 30 steals in a season, and dudes what had 30 dingers in a season. A dude who had him a 30-30 season is Juan Soto. He had it in 2025. Good for you, Mr. Soto. Dude who had 30 steals in a season for the Pittsburgh Pirates is... Name a historically fast Pittsburgh Pirate. Was Roberto Clemente fast? I know Andrew McCutchen was fast in his day, but was he that fast? Was he 30 steals worth of fast? Starling Marte, were you 30 steals worth of fast? That's a fair whack of steals, Starling Marte. I kind of think maybe you were a 30 steal guy? Hey, it was a 30 steal guy. Good for you, Starling Marte. Dude who had 30 steals in a season for the St. Louis Cardinals, oh god, was David Eckstein a 30 steal guy? I don't think he was. Was Tommy Edman a 30 steal guy? There's an obvious, I don't know if this is an obvious answer, but I'm going to go with Ozzie Smith. Ozzie Smith was a fast running motherfucker. Yeah, Ozzie Smith stole 30. I don't know. I don't want to get into Ozzie Smith's proclivities or nothing. Did Ozzie Smith steal 30? Willie McGee. Yeah, he also was a steely guy. Did he play for Atlanta? I feel like Willie McGee played for Atlanta. So we're gonna blow up the immaculateness of our grid right here by saying that Willie McGee never played for Atlanta. Did Otis Nixon play for St. Louis? Because he was the other guy I was thinking of. Otis Nixon did not play for St. Louis, so I would have just had to think in this central square, which meant we were fucked regardless. Not sure why I did that. I did it because I thought Willie McGee played for Atlanta, Sam. It's not that complicated. I was just wrong about a thing. I was incorrect. Dude who played for the Cardinals and Brewers is our chance to hit the Jeff Suppan button. Is there a player with like a more disproportionate usage of Goog's Immaculate Grid as compared to just overall production in baseball than Jeff Suppan? Because like, I like Jeff Suppan. He was a bad starter for the late 90s Red Sox who evolved into a fine to Midland starter for the early to mid 2000s Royals, Brewers, and Cardinals in some order. But anyway, oh god, dude who had 30 homers in a season for the Atlanta Atlantans is Henry Aaron. He did in fact do that. That was the thing that he did. Dude who had 30 homers in a season for the Milwaukee Brewers is Richie Sexson. And a dude who played for the Atlantans and Cardinals is Scott Rowland. Was Scott Rowland an Atlantan? Was Josh Donaldson a Cardinal? I'm gonna say John Smoltz. John Smoltz was an Atlantan and a Cardinal. There you go. Wade Miley. Yeah, Wade Miley was also good. But yeah, he doesn't pop up as frequently as Jeff Suppan, despite the fact that he's probably much more better used to. He could have used him for a Brewer Cardinal. He was a Brewer and a Cardinal, and for that matter, an Atlantan. So, anyway, this is not an Immaculate Grid. We'll abandon ourselves here. Dude who played for the Pirates and Brewers is the aforementioned Mr. McCutchen, and Sid Bream was a Pirate and an Atlantan. Well, good for you, Sid Bream. Folks, that is going to do it for us here today on Good Morning Mini Motorways. Here is the remaining stream schedule for the week and the YouTube schedule as well. The plan is that we will be back on Twitch later tonight for Cyberpunk 2077. However, I should note that I have a job assignment that was originally scheduled for 9 to 5 and then got rescheduled for 1 to 6. So, yeah, that's gross. But for those watching on YouTube, fret not. Later today, there will be a new episode of Hades 2, and the uploads shall continue apace. I just finished editing like 6 episodes of Cyberpunk yesterday, so that's fun, keeping ahead of the release schedule. Oh, it's a wonderful thing. Thank you all, as always, so very much for watching. Go play some Balatro. It's a wonderful game made by a dude who has cultivated a good online presence. I was about to say a good dude, but it's the internet. No one is a good dude on the internet, is one of the titles of the episode. Have a good day, everybody. Bye-bye.